Hi guys. Sorry about yesterday. No video from me. Um, I am sorry. I know that I don't necessarily need to apologize, but that's something about me that you'll learn is that if I let people down, I always want to apologize to them. Anybody else like that where you just can't help but say you're sorry? I'm like the king of that club, so I do apologize, and I really don't even. Can you guys just allow me, I guess, to be scatterbrained for a minute? I don't have a message this morning. I do, but I don't, and I'll get to why I don't. First off, for any of you who we've not met yet, because we've had so many new kids coming in and out, I'm Mr. Ryan, and I try to be back there and say hi and introduce myself when you get here. But as we've seen, I'm kind of coming and going quite a bit, and things get a little bit crazy, which is why I wasn't able to get a video out yesterday. Got super busy, but that's not an excuse, and that's part of my message today is that I have expectations of myself. You guys have expectations of me. Staff have expectations of me. The county, the court, everybody has expectations of me. And if I'm going to commit to something, I need to commit to it, right? And so that's my message for all of us is commitments and responsibilities, and we all have them in life, whether we like them or not. Right now, if you're in detention, you're responsible to who? Your probation officers, your judge, your referee, whoever's overseeing your case, staff here. There's expectations set on you, and that's life. That's okay, right? Do we always fall in line with expectations? No. I fell short yesterday. Now I'm going to grant myself some grace, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it, and nor should you for bad days or bad moments. But today, I'm committing to doing better for you and for everybody else who depends on me. And that's all we can do, guys. And that's all I ask of you is right now at this time in your life, it's an awesome skill to learn to bounce back, to learn how to have a bad day but not make it a bad life. That's called resilience. If anybody's heard that word before, resilience is your ability to get kicked in the stomach, take a bad shot, have a bad day, have a bad week, whatever it is, but you bounce back and you get better and you try harder and you give it all you got. And we've talked about that before, right? Giving all we got is all we can give. 100% is the total amount that you can give. And if you're giving that, it's enough. I promise you it's enough. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give them 100%. I gave it yesterday, but it took me away and took me out of my focus lane. And you guys are always the focus here. So don't you ever let me not think that make you think that that's the whole purpose here. So anyway, I am sorry. I fell short. I'm going to do better. And I know a lot of you have asked to talk to me, and although I want to sit, and I promise you, that's like my favorite part about my job is to be able to sit and take time with you. You guys can't see my desk, but I got a lot of stuff going on that it takes to run the building. And so, unfortunately, I can't always take some time and just sit because there's just not enough hours in the day because I got a lot of responsibilities, again, like I mentioned. So for those of you that have asked to talk to me, though, there's a few reasons why I think I need to address those reasons. There's various purposes for why kids ask to talk to me. One, and this isn't anything new, this is something that's existed for a long time, is that they didn't like the decision of a staff member or a supervisor, so they want to come to Mr. Ryan and have Mr. Ryan make it all wipe away and disappear and overrule everybody. And I'm just going to tell you right now, that's not going to happen, okay? As much as I want to understand your point of view and all that, as soon as I hear about the incident, I'm going to back staff, period. So if you want to talk to me about reversing a staff's decision, that's not a good route to say, hey, I need to talk to you real quick. It's just not going to happen. We have a grievance procedure here if you're not familiar with it. If you want to fill out a grievance form, that actually gets reviewed by a supervisor first. If you feel that you were treated unfairly or your rights were violated while you were here, you have every right to file a grievance. And that gets reviewed by a supervisor, and a supervisor approves that. It comes to me, and then we work through it. There is one of you that has filed a grievance within the last couple months, and it was a good one. And it made its way to me, and it was approved and accepted, and you were right, and it resulted in policy change. The policy change that, I don't know if you guys remember the old way we used to walk into the dining hall, the dining room, but now we do it differently, and that's because that was the result of a grievance filing. So if you feel like you got the wrong end of a decision lately by staff, and you want to have Mr. Ryan come and poof, it's gone and overrule everybody, I'm not going to do that. That's not the way this works, okay? I care about you deeply, but I also care very, very much deeply about my staff, because they're the difference makers and they're the change makers, and hopefully everybody realizes that. So if you feel genuinely like you've been wronged, file a grievance. You're free to do so anytime. It'll go to the right channels, and then it'll make its way to me, and maybe we'll talk about it, and maybe we won't. Maybe it'll never make its way to me. Maybe it gets shut down because it didn't fall under the rules and the levels of resident rights. So who knows? But that's part of the process, okay? And we have to be okay with that. I am very proud, though, of a lot of your efforts, and I've seen a few of them where you've been dealt consequences recently where you guys have handled it exceptionally. And in the past, we've had kids kind of blow up in certain situations and make mountains out of molehills, if you've ever heard that old-timey expression. A lot of you guys are taking consequences, and you're dealing with it really well. Some folks are popping off at the mouth and threatening staff. That's not cool. I don't appreciate that at all. But for those of you that have, maybe made a bad decision, or, took a room restriction or a privilege restriction and said, "Ugh, that sucks. I'm mad, but I'm going to take it because it's my responsibility and I got to do it. And it was my actions that got me here." Just like I'm taking responsibility for failing you guys yesterday, that's all I can ask that you do, is just take responsibility for your actions, man. And if you have differences of opinions with staff, let's talk it out. Don't start to cussing and swearing. Don't start to telling them that they're not doing their job right, yada, yada, yada. We all have responsibility, right? We all live in this place together. We all share our own weight, and we should be pulling that weight equally. We're on a team here. I had a lot of other stuff that I think I wanted to run with you guys, but I'm pushing 7 minutes right now, and I don't want to keep rambling. So I'll try to get back and see you guys. It's budgeting season for my job, so I'm going to be behind this computer for a while. And that's just my responsibilities, right? Theme of the day. Okay, cool. Let's have a good one, man. Let's bounce back. If you had a bad one yesterday like me, or not a bad one, but a distracted one, bounce back, dude. There's another day. We got another 24 hours, and we can make it right. Let's be resilient. Remind me, if you're new, if we haven't talked about it, part of that theme of resilience and bouncing back, though, is ask somebody who's been here for a while about what a cycle breaker means, to be a cycle breaker. And if they can't tell you, let me know, because they should know by now. Mr. Ryan's super passionate about that topic and wants all of you to be cycle breakers as well. So let's talk about it, man. But hey, in the meantime, I'll see you guys soon. That's 8 minutes. That's way too long. Sorry. See? Said sorry again. Bye, guys.